We are told that Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund have reached what's been described as an outline agreement for the loan signing of Jadon Sancho. Willingness from all parties to get this deal done. Important details still to be resolved and no timescale on how long it will take. Gents, I know that Borussia Dortmund want to get this done so that Jadon Sancho can join their training camp in Marbella as soon as this weekend, but there's no guarantee at this stage it will be finalised this weekend. But Stephen, if it does get done, good move for all parties for you?
Everybody be delighted. I think the loan move suits this for United as well, because they're going to want for his stock and price to come back up, and they need him playing football at a decent level to achieve that. They don't want to be selling him cut price for what they paid for him as well. So him going off and playing for Dortmund, if he is successful and does well and gets back to those levels, will mean a much better fee they could actually acquire for him in the summer if they want to sell him.
Also, for Jadon Sancho, he's probably looking at it as well, you know, like Gary Neville's mentioned, for the new minority owners, it is a bit of a 6-month audition for Erik ten Hag. So is Sancho and his representatives thinking, look, have a great loan spell. You might potentially be at Manchester United longer than the current manager. Now, that sounds a bit mad at the moment, but things change so quickly in football. I mean, Manchester United could look very, very different come end of May, June time.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, if Ten Hag, if they continue on in this vein of form, there's going to be a lot of question marks about his tenure there and how long he's going to be. And if Sancho goes off and does really well, there's a possibility to bring back a player that's been performing at a high level and bring him back in the squad in the summer and see how he fits in with the team and the squad again. And, you know, as football, things happen so fast and things can change in the blink of an eye.
Stephen, there's no sign of a reconciliation at the moment between Erik ten Hag and Jadon Sancho. Just in your experience when you were playing, have you seen and experienced a situation like this when somebody has just been ostracised from the squad altogether, let alone playing, but, you know, not even eating with the first team by all accounts?
There's been times in teams where players who've just fallen out for... It can be one of two reasons. The manager has fallen out with the player and the player is no longer involved, or the player is desperate to leave, so they're pushed to one side. And that often happens. You see a player is desperate to get a move and the manager realises he doesn't want them part of the squad anymore. He puts them to one side and leaves them to either get the head right and come back involved or stay off to the side. And there's been players that managers have just decided, I don't want to part of my team. I don't think they're a good fit for the criteria, for the atmosphere around the change room. And they'll ostracise them to different changing rooms, back down with the kids. You know, it happens. This does happen in football, and it happens more regularly than you would think so. I've never seen it with a player of this high stature and price and value ever really before, because the amount of money that Man U invested in him, for them not to find some common ground to get him back involved is crazy, I think.
You're not naming any names, are you?
No, not at the moment.
I think I remember the year, Stephen, you're talking about. I wonder if he has to leave the WhatsApp group when you go on loan, though, because, you know, leaving the group, sorry, I'm going out on loan.
I doubt he does. I'm sure he's still in there. I'm sure he's still friends with the lads. This thing, as a player, you're still going to have your friendships in the team. You're not going to be ostracised by the players, because even though you may not be, you know, in cahoots with the manager, you're still going to have good friends in that change room, or people that you get on well with. You know, they might not be seen eating with you every day in the canteen because the manager might think you're on their side, but you're still going to have friendships and mates that you get on well with, and it's part and part of it. But this is something he has to go and get himself back to a level where he's comfortable playing, get him back pushing for England, because we all know what a talent he is.